Yo, what's up, watch people? Welcome to another episode of Talking Watches. Hey, we're going to just hang out for a little bit with the Rancher and see what gives to this morning. Good morning, Mr. Rancher.
Hey, good morning, Rich buddy.
What's happening there?
Oh, I just got up, got my shower in, getting ready to jump in my work clothes and head off to work.
Right on, man. We'll just chat. We'll just chat for a little bit, half an hour before you got to go.
I'm just enjoying my recent little pickup.
Oh, which one is that?
It's the one that's pictured. It's the Croton NVIDIA Grunchen. And it's a... I'm gonna have to look at a picture because it's just ridiculous how much stuff they got on there on that dial. It is a chronograph, aviator, sea diver.
Perfect watch for a Marine, land, sea, air.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, really, my local watch guy was able to get a few of these, and like this one was like 50% more than the other two. The other two were Breitlings. I'm like, well, what the hell's up with this one?
Yeah, that looks nice.
Well, I did some research,
Mm-hmm.
and it turns out this one's from the early 1960s. But when you do the research, Croton NVIDIA, and literally the autocorrect starts typing it in for you. And the first thing is an article from Hodinkee, because of course I'm like, oh, no wonder. The Hodinkee tax.
Now, have you been looking at this for a while or only just recently?
I've been looking at it for a while, but I purchased it, and then my guy had to fix it. He had to go service it, and I finally got it back from service.
Okay, because I could have sworn we've looked at this watch many times before, but you actually finally pulled the trigger on it now.
Well, I pulled the trigger on it, and I finally got it back from service and repair.
Got it.
Now, the thing is, this is one of the reasons about it. It's the first generation. They didn't make it terribly long. They didn't make a whole lot of them. They made it with the Venus movement, and then because of copyright restraints, I think Movado sued them and went back and forth. So you'll see Croton. It doesn't say only the first generation says Croton, then right underneath the NVIDIA Grunchen, and it'll say chronograph. Other ones it'll have either Croton or the other. Then underneath it'll be chronometer, then aviator, sea diver.
Now, someone saying Lucian. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say someone's saying Lucian. Hi, Lucian. If it's you, hello. I don't know if it's him though, or if it's somebody impersonating him because.
Oh, that'd be sad if it was.
Well, look, Lucian. It usually says Faith, Faith. That's not how he ever comes up the way it's spelled right now. So I can't imagine he would have changed it. So we'll see.
There's our favorite Canuck.
Flippin' Zippo. Why don't you pop in for a minute? Here, I'll put join us for a minute. Here's the link to be a cool cat. There you go, Flippin' Zippo. Feel free to join anytime. I throw up a link. I don't have your email, so I'd invite you. If you want to shoot up your email on there, I can send you a link every time we go live.
Just enter
That's the correct spelling. I thought he changed. Okay, we'll go with it.
All right.
Oh, there he is. Hey, what's up? Welcome. You're on, but you're on mute. It sounds like it.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Literally just woke up 20 minutes ago. Day off today. So,
Cool. And so you're in Canada?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I know a lot of Canadians, man. So I guess welcome my Canadian half brother.
Thank you, sir.
There's a lot of Canadians on the online, man. A lot.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do. Hang out online.
Yep.
It's,
And I know that too because I'm in that that whole cryptocurrency non-NFT environment, and a lot of the guys that I communicate with and have become friends with now, they're a lot of them are Canadian. It's mainly Canadian and Australian and US presence. Those are the main three I've noticed. Yeah.
That's I don't know if I told you about the whole Safe Moon thing that
Yeah.
that one's
You didn't tell me about it.
Oh, my company I work for, small company. Howdy, Lucian. The company I work for. My boss got all eager on Safe Moon and dropped 40K on it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I take it he lost money then.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because there's a lot of people who probably are, driving Ferraris because of that thing,
Yeah.
Just
He got
depends
in.
on when you got in.
Yeah, he got in, I don't know, at the wrong time, obviously.
Obviously.
Like, that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So,
those kind of things, if you're not part of the group or part of the early adopters in that only the first people who get in are the ones who are going to make money on that,
yeah.
Yeah.
Hence the Ponzi scheme aspect.
Oh, there you go. Right.
Not that, and I'm not saying they all are, but that one really feels like it.
Man, there's high risk in these things. Rancher, I invested in a coin that's doing very well right now. It's still doing very well. I bought it for just under $2 and it's $20 right now. I put 1,500 in. It's 20,000. My 1,500, right? It's 20. But it looks like the exchange that it's on is doing some shady shit and trying to steal my money. And right now, there's nothing I can do about it. So I can't. Right now, my 20 grand, I can't touch it, and I'm hoping something gets resolved. But right now, it looks like they literally just stole my freaking money.
Jeez.
Well, and see, that's the other thing. It's just like shit.
They're in Hong Kong, man. If they were in Oklahoma, trust me, I'd spend $1,000 to come there to punch somebody in the face. But freaking Hong Kong, I ain't going to Hong Kong, man.
Nope.
Anyway, what's up with you in watches, Mr. Flippin' Zippo? Anything on the radar or any pickups for you lately? I've never even talked to you before.
Yeah, we've talked a little bit a while ago. Yeah, no, I've kind of got out of it, kind of getting back into it. How else do I say it? What else do I say? I know what I want, and it's if I, not to jerk the circle, but it's a Rolex, and if I can't go buy it at a store, I sure as hell ain't gonna pay, over retail for anything ever.
Right.
So yeah, I have the patience to sit and wait, and I know it'll eventually crash.
What's the one that you're hoping to get?
Datejust 41, rhodium, Jubilee, smooth bezel.
Nice.
Yeah, that's I've only seen one in that configuration, and it is
what
quite
color dial?
Rhodium, the anthracite.
The rhodium. Okay.
Yeah. Very basic, very simple, but they nailed it, I think, with that one.
Yeah. I like the rhodium dials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't see them that often.
No.
You see them on the Yacht Masters a lot. That's about it, though, that you usually see them on, right?
Yeah. It matches my wardrobe. So
you're always wearing silver gray.
Yeah. Goes with anything as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And that and a well, I'm still waking up here. JLC Polaris. That's another one that I want.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The Orange Hand is wondering, will you still want it after the crash?
Oh yeah. I do not give a goddamn about any of the hype pieces. That's not my thing at all. Yeah, the more boring the better for me. It just, blends in. So yeah.
Well, the thing is, I've learned to appreciate the OP and the Datejust because they're just good, honest watches.
Mm-hmm. Really, it is built like a tank.
Yeah.
As far as dressy kind of watch goes, and if it will get hurt with me wearing it, so yeah, the
Polaris. Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, I like JLCs. It's actually the one on the left is the black dial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, can't go wrong with JLC.
Nope. Well, I used to be more and more into chronographs. I've got one. I have no need for it. I'm not a race car driver, so
exactly,
or a heart surgeon. So
yeah.
Nor am I a diver, but what the hell?
Well, yeah. See, that's why Oyster Perpetual is just. I want a really nice, well-made watch, and Datejust is I want a nice, well-made watch that has the date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just there's a reason why so many of the vintage pieces that are available today are Datejust and Oyster Perpetuals, because most people just got one watch and they just bought what they needed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, they'd go into an AD. So let me get this. You're wanting me a yacht, son? You realize we're in a landlocked state, right? Right?
Exactly. I always laugh when I see boats for sale around here.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Man,
now,
we just
now,
had
on the other hand, I could say, well, technically Oklahoma is America's frontier lake state, but that's just their that's just freaking advertising department.
Well, we were supposed to go see the Blue Angels. The Blue Angels fly here at an air show off the Huntington Beach Pier yesterday, and they canceled the show because we just had a major ecological disaster off our coast. One of the oil rigs busted their pipeline and spilled a couple 100,000 gallons of oil right off my coastline here, 5 miles off our coastline. So they canceled the air show, and they're trying to save the wildlife preserve, which man, if this wildlife preserve gets destroyed, there's going to be several species of birds in California, native birds that will perish because they use this as a stopping ground.
Well, yeah, and it's just it's tough anyway because Mexican birds keep coming up and taking their jobs.
They have some pretty interesting ways of containing that stuff now.
Man, you know what? I might go take a video of it and post it.
Yeah,
I might go do that today. They actually built a beach in front of the wetlands. They bulldozed sand all over in front of it and made a mountain of sand in front of it to block the oil. And that's what they're doing. It's pretty archaic, but that's what they're doing, man.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But apparently, before they notified people, that spill already happened, and there were a bunch of people out there getting ready to watch the air show or something like this, and all the boats got stranded because they sucked up oil into their manifolds.
Oh.
And I wouldn't think that would strand you. I would think you might just foul up your engine, but you'd be able to still drive. But I guess if it's bad enough, I don't know the mechanics behind that sucking up oil into your manifold instead of water. I'm not sure.
Gotta imagine a bunch of them just saw it and killed the engines and said, "Nope, I'm not paying for that to get fixed. They can come pull me out."
The smart ones probably did that, but apparently there was some mass shortage of boat tows. You know what I mean? Like everybody needed a tow, but there was not enough boats to tow you. It was on the news. Everybody's out there stranded.
Jeez.
Anyway.
How about you, Rich? What have you got lined up?
Man, I'm pretty solid, man. I'm pretty solid. You know, I've got 2 Omegas coming. Ed White 321, Snoopy 50th anniversary. The Snoopy's fully paid for. That should be coming now. The Ed White should be coming in a year from now. And the FP Jordan's being made for me. That should be coming any time this year as well. So, man, I'm stacked, man. I shouldn't be looking for anything. You know.
That's you know, I think you got to know when to say when.
Yeah, and I don't know that. I definitely do not know that.
Yeah. When it comes to watches, I'm okay with it. Other stuff, yeah, no.
You know, I don't have many addictions, but when I get one, it's bad. It's addiction.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I get into something, I get into it heavy, you know?
Yeah. I've got my tutor, and anything, like I've got a Speedmaster that I really don't wear anymore. Like I think I might just be a one watch kind of guy. And it takes the fun out of it, but I'm still okay with just looking, seeing what else is out there, and not spending money on it.
Yeah,
window shopping, I guess.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, let's ask Rancher next, but if I'll go first and say that as far as what I really wear, I only wear my Hulk, and I don't wear any other watch. What about coming to you, Rancher? What's your watch wearing experience been like lately?
Well, actually, there's a reason. I guess I changed it to the Chronostop Seamaster. That seems to be my go-to at this point. That just checks so many effing boxes.
You're a true watch collector, Rancher. You don't look to wear the blingy watch. You look to wear the watch that checks so many boxes on so many levels. That's cool. And going into a court, nobody needs to see your watch, man. So you're in a position where on a daily basis you should be wearing a modest watch,
Or sometimes it's just about legibility and contrast.
Now we all know that the Rancher no longer wears the Apple Watch during court proceedings.
No, a lot of times I will. If it's heavy court proceedings, I will. If I've got to go between, like, if I'm loaded up, loaded down, eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking, we got to do what they say can't be done. Sorry. Then yes, that way I can receive communications on my wrist, like some sort of half-ass overweight Dick Tracy.
You know, but I'm not. But I recall a story once that you told where you said you were when you were in court and something was going on, and your client, the defendant, leaned over and whispered something in your ear that wasn't favorable, and then all of a sudden your heart monitor went off on your watch and it started beeping in the room.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh,
So that's not very good.
Well, it's not
Guys-
very good anyway. It's not very good because my heart. Yeah.
guys, it's almost 6 o'clock. I got to get the hell going here. So thanks for having me on.
All right.
We will talk to you
See you
soon.
later.
Adios.
So Orange says not much to buy these days. Vintage has dried up. Now Omega dealers pretend they're Rolex dealers, and Rolex dealers think they're Richard Mille. Yeah, that's
a good way to put it. Yeah.
I like your avatar watch there, by the way, Orange Hand.
I think really, but I think that anything that has caught the attention of collectors or the watch buying public in general, it's either they're all snatched up, or they are snatched up and the prices just rise exponentially on them.
Yeah. You know what? I'm okay with that, Orange Hand. As long as I'm a customer somewhere and I'm getting some of these watches that you're speaking of, I'm okay with it then, Orange Hand, because I already bought all of those Rolex watches before all of this happened, and with exception of the Daytona, of course. And for some reason, somehow, you know, I don't know, man. I got lucky and got handed that watch. Don't ask me why. But other than that, you know, I mean, I'm getting more than I need right now from these guys. So I'm not going to be crying in particular.
Well,
Patek Philippe screwed me. Well, Turno screwed me, not Patek Philippe, but Turno screwed me out of my Patek, which I rightfully had. That son of a bitch. It's been 5 years. That son of a bitch should be mine, you know?
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a
Really?
Bitch. Son of a bitch. Just a son of a bitch.
Man, if this was the 1980s, you know what I'd be doing? If this was the 1980s, I'd walk right up to that store and crack one of those salespeople right in their temple with my fist.
Well, the thing is, though, anyone that has the really, really nice watches, the real collectible, the ones that people are just oohing and ahhing over, the hype watches, it's one of two things. Number one, they've got more money than God and they're willing to spend it. Or number two, they were into it before the hype was on.
Well, all of us watch guys, we were into all these before.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but here's the thing. Right now, especially in the Solar's market, the shitter sobriquet is like, that is the worst. That has hobbled so many stupid new collectors.
What has?
Hobbled.
What has?
The shitter sobriquet or name. Or chasing value. Of course, you know, hindsight's 20/20, but if you know everything, how many times? I can't remember how many fucking times there's been something, and I've heard everyone say, "Well, that's a nice watch, but the resale is kind of low on it, so you really shouldn't." You really should get in that one.
I don't think people say that anymore because the resale's not low on anything.
Well, I don't know. The horned one still does. The people that follow the horned one still does. He still uses the shitter. He still uses shitter. I'm like, God, you're such an ignorant fucking clown.
Yeah, well, you know, he really doesn't know as much about watches as people portray. You know, that's why he made all the wrong moves in the middle of a bull watch market. Man. Come on, man. You know, we were in a bull watch market that happened slowly over years, slow enough to crawl. You could pick any watch you wanted in this bull market to triple up knowingly, and he didn't pick a single damn one of them. I mean, what kind of watch guru is that? You know, we just sitting here, you, myself, Bud. We picked a dozen watches here. You could have made 20,000 a piece on easily. Not to mention the Omega first edition Snoopy, all of the Daytonas we've mentioned, everything we've mentioned made.
Now, at the same time, I will say one thing, okay?
Yeah.
If he got those Calatravas because he loves the Calatravas, then my hat's off to him.
That might have been the case.
Or did he get them because they were cheap and nasty?
No. I used to give him props on getting those because that's why he got them. He liked them, you know. And the Calatravas did go up in value. Like my Calatrava has gone up quite a bit. I paid 14.5 for mine, and it's worth, I could sell for 22. So, but it's only gone up 50%. It hasn't gone up triple like everything we've recommended, you know, Zenith Daytonas, two-tone Daytonas, Snoopy watches, everything we talked about has gone up triple fold. Bitcoin. Yeah.
I heard somebody talking up Ferlin Marie yesterday. You know that Patek homage with the quartz movement. Chinese-made shitter quartz nominated for GPHG. The apocalypse is here.
I remember when Bill Sanders first made his lovely little watch channel, and he had the competition to pick the. Oh no, he was part of something with some group where they were giving free watch if you were picking the right winners of the GPHG.
Oh, yeah, he still does that.
Yeah, I got number 2, so I got a watch sent to me. I was the number 2 winner on the first time he did that, I think. And I sent that watch to somebody who wasn't into watches but follows me, and I sent them that watch to get them into it. So I don't know if they wear it. I hope they wear it.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah,
it was a $200 watch, you know.
Or Ming. And Ming is divisive, but that also kind of hits the collecting community in its own fault lines.
You know what's going to be interesting is how the political climate will affect the Chinese political climate will affect their buying ability, their buying desire, all of those things when it comes to the Rolex watch. Do you think there's any changes that might be coming at all because of Chinese economy, Chinese military way they're controlling people? You know, things are changing a lot there right now.
Yeah.
You know, like, for example, they banned all cryptocurrency for like the 15th time. But this time, you know, they forced all the Bitcoin mining machines out. So that was a substantial move. All the machines that create Bitcoin, most of them were in China.
Yeah.
And they all got forced out. The stuff going on with Hong Kong, they're really clamping down on people and stuff. I just wonder.
Xi Jinping is wanting to take it back to Mao Zedong.
I'm surprised the Chinese watch market blew up, as a matter of fact, because when they were locking people in their homes during the COVID, I mean, that was pretty terrible. Yeah. I can't imagine people wanting to go buy watches after something like that. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or it could be, hey,
wouldn't you be more thinking of how you could get the hell out of the country rather than buying a Rolex watch?
Probably the Rolex watch is how a lot of them were getting the fuck out of the country.
Man.
I mean, there are some of these officials that were so corrupt that eventually they fell out of favor. They got caught, and literally they bought a second house, using a girlfriend, and the house was literally filled with money, with paper money, with currency. And sometimes it's easier,
Oh, let me bring something else up. Did you watch the last show I did with Bud last week?
No, I can't say. It doesn't come to mind just immediately.
He pulled up. He bought the new Submariner that I have on the screen on the right side.
Yeah.
I think he bought the no date. He bought the no date.
Right.
And he put it next to the Hulk, to see the size dimension difference. And wow, the difference between the two watches was so magnificent. The clasp size it looked 50% larger. The width of the bracelet, the case. Whoa, it really dwarfed the old version of the Submariner. It surprised the hell out of me.
It was bigger and more proportional at the same time.
I don't know about that. It just was freaking huge.
Like I said, I've got a picture of like the sub date along with the previous generation ceramic sub date, the 41 and the 40. And I don't think you can appreciate the differences unless they're right by each other like that photograph, but the photograph really kind of showed them off, the differences between the two.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I got to see it in person too myself, but boy, this photograph doesn't even, I guess you could see the size difference here, but nothing like when Bud was holding them up in front of the camera. It was insanely different.
Exactly.
I've got to try one on. I don't want to say one way or the other, whether I think it's good or not. I really have to try one because I just want to say that for the average guy who doesn't have the big wrists, the big hands, I think it wouldn't be a favorable change, So and my hands aren't that big, especially since I haven't been able to work out in the last few years and keep active. My arms have gotten skinny, so I don't know how the new version would look on my wrist compared to the old version.
Right.
But it's not like you're just going to be able to walk into any AD to try one on now, though, huh?
Or if they do, it'll be dumb. It'll be dummies. So it'll be mock-ups.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
So, rough day today, or somewhat of an easy day today, or?
No, it's going to be a little bit of a less court, a little bit less court than it was last week.
Good. How you been feeling, man? You coming down with something, or just your asthmas or allergies?
Allergies. It's always allergies in Oklahoma. Always. The Great Plains is just basically, there's no mountains or rivers between. Well, there are rivers, but nothing significant. But all the mountains are to the west or to the east, and we've just got nothing but a solid plain north-south from Canada to Mexico. So whenever there's like a low pressure front here, what happens is that that sucks in all the tree pollen from South Oklahoma and North Texas, like shrub, pine or shrub cedar. Apparently, that's the stuff that rips my ass up.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be coming soon. You know, it's not like I can call him to get a status on it because he doesn't know any more than I do. Quite frankly, he's told me that. He doesn't get updates on when orders are going to be fulfilled. They just show up. And there's no information he can find out about it.
Totally can see that.
Yeah. But I'm okay with that. You know, I'm not somebody who sits around and looks for things that I'm waiting for and stuff. Man, I'm just constantly in pain, and that pretty much takes most of my thoughts all day long. And when watches show up, they'll show up and happen. When things happen in my life, they happen in my life. But my main focus and energy is just pain every second of the day. So I don't think about things that are 2 steps away. I only think about things that are 1 step away. It's kind of weird how I have lived my life now, but that's the way I do it now. I can't handle responsibilities anymore. Kind of sucks. That's why I don't want to work. I don't want to be responsible for millions of dollars of money if I don't feel at my best.
Yeah. Roger that, over.
Yeah. We'll let somebody else do it. You know, as a matter of fact, that pretty little car in my avatar there, I've got a few weeks to decide whether I want it or not, whether I want to keep it or not. It's like, man, I can't even drive, dude.
Yep. So what good is a car?
Fuck, it's depressing.
It can be.
Anyway, I think I'll let you go. Thanks for coming on, bud.
Oh, thanks for having me on, Rich.
Yeah. It was a good little watch chat. We had Zippo on here. And that's cool, man. I'm trying to get Bud on here. We had I wasn't doing so hot at all this last couple of days, and then he was busy yesterday when I wanted to come on.
Oh.
So but we'll try to get something going on this week, and hopefully we can do it a little earlier. That way you can come on with us. We have a great show when you're on with Bud and I, and when we get some of the Australians in, like Sirocco Sales, we have a good show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm just hoping my cryptocurrency just goes like nut hell crazy up in the next couple of weeks. That way, even if I can't drive, I'll just keep it anyway and just fuck it. Who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm hoping.
Well, you're a financial planner. I mean, I barely understand how real money works, much less how cryptocurrency works. So,
well, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm gambling. Gambling.
That's the impression I think. Yeah, that's the impression I think it is.
It's there's an investing component, but the investing component, it's very hard on the speculative side. So you can almost equate it to gambling when you're that speculative.
Yeah.
So I gotta catch up, Rancher, man. I'm only 49 and I can't work. I got 15 years of money I gotta make up for, bro. This is what I'm trying to do.
All right,
my man. Good show. We'll talk to you later. Peace, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be doing an NFT show here probably too in a little bit once I feel a little better. All right, guys.
Fist out.
Fist out.